Definition of manner of articulation. In linguistics, articulatory phonetic manner of articulation describe how the tongue, lips, jaw, and other speech organs are involved in making a sound make contact. The manner of articulation is the way the steam is effective as it flows from the lungs and out the nose and mouth. The manner of articulation is the configuration and interaction of the articulator when making a speech sound. The type of closure or narrowing at the point of articulation is called manner of articulation. There are 6 kinds of manner of articulation. 1. Vollosive, 2. Nasal, 3. Fricative, 4. Affricative, 5. Lateral, 6. Affrexment or glide. 1. Vollosive. Complete closure of the articulator envelope so that the steam cannot escape through the mouth. There are 3 types of vollosive. 1. Bilabial vollosive, P and B. 2. Alveolar vollosive, T and D. 3. Velar vollosive, K and G. Bilabial vollosive P and B. The lower lips are pressed together and the soft velvet are raised so the breath cannot escape through either the nose or mouth for a short time. In short, the sound cannot be prolonged. Description of P. Distinctive features. P is consonantal, anterior, faceless, bilabial, stop. Pronunciation. When we pronounce P, the air passage is completely blocked by closing the lips and raising the soft velvet. When the lips are open, the air suddenly escapes from the mouth with an explosive sound. There is not any vibration in the chords when it is followed by a strongly stressed vowel. P is regularly aspirated. Occurrence. P occurs initially, medially, and finally. Spelling from P, double P, pen, spoon, stop, happy, opportunity. Description of B. B. Distinctive features. B is consonantal, anterior, poised, bilabial, stop. Pronunciation. When we pronounce B, we do it like when we pronounce P. Expect that in B there is a vibration in the vocal cord. Occurrence. B occurs initially, medially, and finally. Spelling form B, double B, big, banana, rubber, labor, rib, app, bull. Notice B is silent in limb, thumb, comb, and in-depth septal dog. Bilabial vollosive P and B. Alveolar vollosive T and D. The tongue tips is firmly against the middle of alveolar ridge. The soft velvet is raised so the breath cannot escape through either the nose or mouth, but it is travel for a short time. The sound cannot be prolonged. Description of T. T. Distinctive features. T is consonantal, anterior, coronal, faceless, alveolar, stop. Pronunciation. When we pronounce T, the air passage is completely blocked by raising the soft velvet and raising the tip of the tongue to touch the teeth right. When the tongue is removed from the teeth right, the air suddenly escapes from the mouth with explosive sound. There is no vibration in the vocal cords. It is regularly aspirated before a strongly stressed vowel. Occurrence: t occurs initially, medially, and finally. Spelling from: t, double t, time, white, wanted, admitted, thems, toms, add in verbal past tense and participle. After faceless consonant other than t, jump, look, log, goes, push. Notice: t is silent in Castle Christmas. Description of the distinctive features. The is consonantal anterior coronal face alveolar stop. Pronunciation: when we pronounce the, it is articulate like the expect that the breath force is weaker and vocal cord vibrate. Occurrence: the occurs initially, medially, and finally. Spelling from: the, double the, do, dog, leader, order, middle, beat, mat, sudden, admit. Alveolar fellowship t and the. Velar fellowship k and g. The back of the tongue is pressed in the area of soft palate. The soft palate is raised and the breath is traveled for a short time. The sound cannot be prolonged. Description of k. Distinctive features. K is consonantal, high, back, faceless, velar, stop. Pronunciation: when we pronounce the phoneme k, the air passage is completely blocked by raising the soft palate and raising the back of the tongue to touch the palate. When the tongue is lower from the soft palate, the air escapes through the mouth with an explosive sound. There is no vibration in the vocal cords. Spelling from: k, s, double s, plus o, u. Can, accord, accuse, separate, skin, concert, stomach, semit, answer. Notice the silent s or k in musical noun in. Description of g. Distinctive features. G is consonantal, high, light, voice, velar, stop. Pronunciation: when we pronounce g, it is articulate like g expect that the breath force is weaker and the vocal cord vibrates. Occurrence: g occurs initially, medially, and finally. Spelling from: g, double g, go, geese, gore, dogma, baggage, stranger, ga, ku, ghost, gore. Notice g is silent in now, not, diaphragm, sig. Velar fellowship k and g. Nasal stop. It is produced with a lower volume in the mouth, allowing the air to escape freely through the nose. There are three types of nasal: bilabial nasal, m, alveolar nasal, n, velar nasal, bilabial nasal, m. The mouth is blocked by closing the two lips. The soft palate is down, so the air escapes through the nose. Description of m. Distinctive features. M is consonantal, nasal, anterior, voice, sonorant, bilabial. Pronunciation: when we pronounce M, the mouth passage is completely blocked by closing the lips, but the soft-palate is lower so that the air can pass through the nose. The tongue is held in natural position. The vocal cords vibrate. Occurrence: M occurs initially, medially, and finally. Spelling form: M, double M, sometimes with M, men. Meal, match, Mars, lamb, hermit, and tomb. Bilabial nasal: M. Alveolar nasal: N. It is produced by pressing the tongue tip against the alveolar ridge. The soft palate is down so the air escapes through the nose. Description of N. Distinctive features: N is consonantal, nasal, anterior, coronal, voice, sonorant, and alveolar. Pronunciation: when pronunciation in N, the mouth passage is completely blocked by raising the tip of the tongue to touch the teeth right. The soft palate is lower so that the air can pass through the nose. The nose, the vocal cords vibrate. Occurrence: N occurs initially, medially, and finally. Spelling form: N, double N, N. Organ, gun, pen. Need, now, not, now. Name, no, manner, dinner, many, phenomena. Alveolar nasal: N. Velar nasal: Ng. The mouth is blocked by the back of the tongue and against the lower soft palate, so the air escapes through the nose. Description of N. Distinctive features: N. Description of Ng. Distinctive features: Ng is consonantal, nasal, high, back, voice, sonorant, velar. Pronunciation: when we pronounce Ng, the passage is completely blocked by raising the back of the tongue to touch the soft palate. The soft palate is lower so that the air can pass through the nose. There is vibration in the vocal cords. Occurrence: medially and finally. Spelling form: Ng or M followed by a letter, indicating a velar consonant. Sing, tang, sing, uncle, exhaust, singer, finger, and anger. Velar nasal: N.